little bit down so you get room to turn it on. Okay. Namaste. Here we are. It's Saturday, August 22nd. And getting ready to begin. So anyway, those that are here, welcome. And I hope that we can aid you in some manner. Let's maybe check on our ones that are in the quietude.
The same ones from yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if they're ready to come out or anything to say or...
There's still some movement, but it's relatively light and feathery. I don't feel like they're able to... I don't think it's the right time only because they won't be able to fully speak to where they're at this moment. So.
Okay. So, we begin. This is the first one.
Which one?
This one. We begin with. Okay. Yeah, we go around the spiral here.
Oh, gotcha. Like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, great. Ooh, it's a pretty one, isn't it? Hello. I am a pure spirit, I feel. I'm a pure spirit and I desire to go back in body to aid others towards, it sounds like a Kuan Yin, or a Kuan Yin kind of manifestation that is hoping to help others towards enlightenment. I'm seeing the image of Kuan Yin. I'm not fully realized, but I want to help others. I feel I can. I followed the Kuan Yin type of energy. And I'm here to seek your blessing on this because you and Siddhananda have a mother type energy, and that's known in the ethers. And I seek your protection and guidance for this work that I feel like I'm embarking on.
Better than to seek my blessings and guidance, just ask God directly.
Is this I want to keep to this path, so it's hard for me to ask if this is an okay path to follow because I really am not interested in letting go of this path. So maybe I shouldn't even ask. Yeah, I guess there's a little bit in there that, a little wanting, a little voice that says, is this the right thing for myself and others to follow this Kuan Yin type of energy forward into humanity?
Yeah, there are a lot of different paths and not everyone resonates with the same path. So that's fine as long as your ultimate goal is to reach God directly and to be a knower of God and what God is and to join with that and be absorbed in that, to understand that, then it's quite fine.
Does that mean I will lose, though, this energy, this Kuan Yin, if I am absorbed, if I lose my individual self?
No, it will be completed.
And then Kuan Yin, this kind of thing will die, though. I guess that's...
Yeah, but nothing dies.
Okay.
Nothing dies. God is the author of Kuan Yin. God is the author of all manifestation. So how can it die?
Okay.
Okay. Well, you won't lose anything.
Okay, well, I'm seeing a flower now, a pink lotus that's opening. Her heart is opening. It's pink and very beautiful, glowing. And that's her way of saying thank you very much, Mother.
Yeah. Thank you for coming, and may you help humanity.
And it's glowing, very beautiful, very pink, beautiful lotus.
Yeah,
so say thank you to us both. Namaste.
Namaste. Okay.
And this one here?
Yes.
Very nice. Another nice, pretty stone. let's see. When I came, the energy here is lovely, thank you. I'm non-duality. I'm something about non-dual.
Okay.
In hoping to get to the non-dual state and be free. I chose the soft stone because I feel maybe I have some calcification in there to hope to break that down. I just see a lot of some hard substance.
Yeah, some rigid things that need to be addressed.
Right, but I chose the soft stone because I feel I am wanting to soften that and break that through, and it's an energy from past things, past actions.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
And so, what can we help you with?
This energy is good, and soaking it in is beneficial in itself, but I don't know about my past stuff and all my choices. I just have a feeling that maybe that I did something, I don't know, kind of getting not right, or and I don't know. I don't know if it has to do with us or more the energy of that, Kali, that maybe I didn't. I'm running from that.
Right. And that's okay. You don't have to know exactly what it is that you had done, but just resolve to move forward.
Okay.
And so resolve, and just pray and ask for guidance, and that the universe would put you in a form that would allow you to rectify that and to go beyond it and to learn the lessons that you need to resolve what that was.
Okay. And that sounds so simple compared to going back and, I mean, how far do I need to go back to ask for forgiveness, You don't,
you just open your heart and sincerely ask for forgiveness. That's all.
And what comes from there.
Right.
Okay. Because I don't really know, I don't really know what it is. It's a feeling and energy, and but I am open, and I just got a flash of a mail, but I think has been stuck in kind of an ego toughness or something, and masks, a lot of masks, a lot of illusion, and maybe he, in some ways, nurtured that with something. I don't know.
Right. So, just ask the universe to provide the form that would best serve to break through that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. I think nothing else is coming now, and I just have a feeling that just the energy connection is going to really begin to break down whatever is in there, and I'm open to that now. I'm so happy to be here and feel the combination of souls that are here and all this that have reached spiritual ripeness on all levels that are open are going to make good for humanity and the planet and all that are here.
Good.
Thank you.
So just be sincere in your search and go forward. That's all. And a wise choice to pick a soft stone.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. I'm sure it's not the most comfortable for that energy.
No, but it's, I am squirming in here a bit.
I'm sure.
But I was ready for the challenge.
Good. Namaste. Namaste. Welcome, and many blessings on your journey.
Thank you. Onward.
Next one.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
And right away I feel a clear pool with running water, very clear, very beautiful, lush greenery around it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm asking this soul to speak. This is very beautiful, but what are you asking? What are you needing here? And you just want to reflect that, and not wanting to do much, but reflect this beautiful imagery.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm seeing a body in the water. It looks female.
Mm-hmm.
And she's in the water. And she's kind of ethereal. I'm saying, what do you need from us? I'm asking her, what do you need from us?
Right. For what reason did you come today?
Energy and light. To be blessed with energy and light, and to bless others. I feel like even you too, for your work, I'm wanting to surround all here with beauty and light. I was a very beautiful woman. She is undressed, I'll just tell you, under this waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
And I just desire to bless this place.
Okay. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And enjoy your journey. Thank you.
Anyway.
So what's next?
Yeah. You never know. I don't know.
Never know what's coming up.
She's angelic, though. It's a good thing. I can see an angel,
nice.
very white, very beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
And it's a good, loving spirit. So. Okay. I'm not in this darkness because I'm dark. Please I want you to know I'm not a deceiving one. And he wants to say, too, that I'm praying that Siddhananda, that whatever energies, may have come from anything in the past is completely clear.
Mm-hmm. So. That's being worked on very rapidly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He says he can feel it. And he also feels the love that is overpowering it.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Thank you. So, anyway, I am kind of a spunky spirit.
We like spunk.
I know you are too, Guruji. Same. And Siddhananda is beautiful. I have fun and laugh. I can see him just so exuberant. And, almost like on a trampoline. I don't know. Just, yay, But, and happy to be here. Just a happy spirit, and has brought a lot of joy to others by just being very cheerful and sunny and cute,
That's good.
Yeah. But wanting to say that in some ways that was a mask for him, because inside he's been hurting.
Yeah, and that's the way it is for a lot of comics on the earth. The ones that do a lot of comedy, they wear that mask, and their comedy comes really out of a lot of pain.
Yes, and that is so it. I don't know about all that are this way, but I know about me that I've carried kind of, I'm seeing a string of pain.
Right.
Like a continuous pain, in spite of my outer persona, and others would not see that because they would have no idea. They thought I was very happy, and
right.
And I was a good person.
Mm-hmm.
But my aching has come from just seeing a lot of tears, a lot of like rain of tears.
Okay.
Come from rain of tears. I'm seeing rain of tears in a rock. I'm seeing mountains and things, but sorrow. I don't know. So anyway, I'd like to have this be dissolved and have nature in her beauty come forward.
Mm-hmm.
What is true in nature, I'm kind of saying. Whether it's nature of truth, I think it's something like that. The seasons of nature take me over.
Then you have to let go of wearing the mask, for one, and have to open the heart and spend more time in nature and be willing to commune with that and begin to have that start to move through you. And you can gain a lot of lessons from that.
Mm-hmm. And I love nature, so, and I know Siddhananda does too.
Yeah.
But I do, that's it. I think more solitude too, because I've been very social in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, social sometimes is a running away, not wanting to be in the quiet and to face our demons, etc. But you can do a lot of
parties and
right,
things that are very social.
Right. A lot of my path was just spending next to the Ganges and opening my heart and letting that flow through. And so you might want to spend more time around nature type settings and just begin to open the heart instead of shielding it all the time.
And I see an image of a river going through now, Ganges, more like Mother, and he feels that is beginning to rinse him clean. It's a strong imagery of the Ganges and the Ghats, and he feels that energy of you being Ganga to wash him clean.
So you can begin there, and when you're ready, you could start the COS.
Oh, thank you.
If you wanted to do that, if
I'm
just
so
the text of it, if you don't want to do the mantra, you can do the rest of it, and it would be beneficial to you.
Not the mantra.
You could do the mantra as well if you'd like.
Thank you. Not the mantra. I like that mantra.
You could do the mantra as well if If it's not too much for you, you can also do that as well.
And to know, too, that I know Siddhananda is psychic and I can receive the information from the COS psychically, that is not a problem. I can read it that way.
Okay, excellent. So thank you for coming.
And the mantra, do I read the mantra?
No, you will say it. So if you just hang around until the end of our session, we'll do the mantra for you. I wanted to ensure
that I had that right, because that mantra is what, and I can see, he wants to say he can see all of nature in that, like every aspect of God in that.
Yes.
And that is what the self, like, I guess the self being the center with the light and then the emanations of God.
Right. That's like going into that void, and then, like the lingam, you have the lingam, which is the void that is of God, that unmanifest, and then it comes out through the yoni, which is the Shakti, or the manifestation of everything that subdivides into what is seen, the seen world.
Yes.
So yes, that practice and that mantra helps to connect you with that, so you can go into deeper levels of that.
Oh, I can't wait. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to put you to the side here, and when we finish with the rest of the readings, we will go ahead and close that down and give that mantra.
Now where do I go? On this spiral?
Namaste.
Namaste.
We start here and go around.
And this way?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone to be in the right order.
Yes, we don't want any disgruntled
waiters. No, they're waiting patiently so far. Quite fine. And I'm just soaking this in and listening to it is very good, so no rush.
Yeah.
Hey, we're good. Why rush? So anyway, this is another sparkly being. We've got a lot of sparkles today.
Yes, much better than the challenging ones that we've had before.
It's a light. It feels overall light. No one can say, but right now, sparkling, bright, it's like stars. Stars in the sun.
Beautiful.
Stars against the dark night. Really nice. Another angelic kind of spirit. Full of love. Full of light, peace, and harmony. Hoping that they can come to help. That they...
Yes, speak up.
Hoping they can come to help and help with anything that you need.
Oh, well, thank you. Do we have a name?
Marcus.
Okay. We'll remember that.
And it looks as if they came, the other one, because I'm seeing that waterfall, but this is the male.
Yes, the male energy of that.
From that, and they want you to know they are just love, and they'd like to help just by being here. And they don't, if you want them to go, they can, or they can stay, and they just
they're quite welcome to stay as long as they'd like.
But
absolutely.
If we do leave, we are here with all, and we are loving all.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, Marcus. Namaste.
Okay.
It's interesting. They're both in the...
Yeah. Are they together there? Oh, very nice. Perfect. Oh,
yeah.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. So, here we go. Seeing ferns, like fern tree. I don't know, I'm getting all this nature imagery today.
Nature. It's got a lot of nature today.
Yeah. Ferns, kind of cold area with fern trees. Cold. Not cold in a bad way, like snow,
Right.
Snow falling. And that's another blessing, they're saying, the snow falling, because it's so pure. But anyway, I am here. That's my way of saying I feel blessed to be here. And you are love and light and purity. You both are pure. But I would like to know about death.
What would you want to know about death? In what aspect?
Is it a dark thing?
No, you're disembodied now. Are you a dark thing?
No, I'm not. And
there's your answer.
He is laughing.
There's your answer.
He's laughing, but he's saying death is something I feared, and we do still fear it here, even though we're out of body, because what it means is the unknown.
Yeah. But you know where you are. So what's unknown at this point?
He's laughing and like a light bulb. He's saying, surely I'm here.
Absolutely.
Surely
there is no death. There's only transformation from one form to an energy to another form.
So nothing dies, really?
No, the only death that you would say as death is those that are against the light. Eventually they will go out of existence and be reabsorbed without consciousness.
Wow. Will they ever have a chance again?
If they have chosen absolutely the darkness, no.
Okay. Without. Okay. Well, that would be a
but
beneficial thing.
I'm sure that you have nothing to worry about in that
that's
regard.
Not where I'm at. So in terms of,
So there's nothing to fear.
I'm not worried about that part. But
right.
What I'm saying with death, and I'm just getting an imagery of it as being dark only because he's saying to go there and be absorbed in that, it means a loss. Is what he's kind of saying.
For the very dark that has gone away from truth, it's actually a blessing. Yeah. Because otherwise their total existence forever would be torture. Because they have drawn themselves away from the light 100%.
Thank you. That really is wonderful to hear. So death in its own way is not ever really bad then.
No, it's a transformation. That's all. You're leaving one form or one type of existence, going into energetic, being able to look at that and then move forward to another set of experiences for growth.
And what I'm seeing now is earth, a seed, stem, flower.
Goes back into the earth.
Seed, stem, flower, but maybe it comes out a little different, but it comes from that same earth.
Exactly.
And I'm seeing that.
Yes. Good.
And that, I mean, I'm seeing it, I think, but that's what he's kind of feeling. He's getting that energy a little bit of what that, I can see it. He's getting that a little. He's starting to cognize that and open like
to
a light
that.
bulb.
Right.
And he's
an aha moment.
Yes, and he's quiet now. Yeah, he's very still now. He's very peaceful now.
Okay. Thank you for coming. Namaste.
Should we keep him with the quiet or the?
We can keep him with the quiet for a while.
Yeah,
Go ahead
I think
and
that
put
would be
him
nice
in the
for him.
quietude area.
He nodded up a little and said, "Oh, I can feel he's saying thank you.
Yeah.
I'd like to stay a while longer."
Yes, we'll leave him there in the contemplative area, and he can sit there and continue to feel that and get that message and that.
Okay.
Excellent. Next.
This person's name, Sharisa, or it's something female.
Okay.
Loving.
Welcome.
Namaste. Loving light. I like the love today. She's just another loving spirit. And she is from another level too. She knew the other man that came that was I'm seeing that 1 foot here, 1 foot there man.
Right, the light body realm.
And so we are psychic. We don't speak so much with words like telepathy and just union, blending energies. She's somehow a mother there. I could see little lights and then her, I don't know, it's just cute, but she's also, it sounds like right now she needs to stay, she has work to do there with her, raising her children, but may want to eventually move forward, and she's wondering what she can do now to prepare. She doesn't feel like the other man, and I don't remember not getting his name, but I just see those feet and two things in he's still kind of like this still, but he's working on it. She's laughing too. But I don't feel like it's that I was like him where I just stayed and enjoyed the pleasures. I felt I needed to live a life here and to cultivate the richness here in me, and that I'm really I really have drunk this in a good way, and I it's not like I feel like I need to stay, and it really doesn't matter to me, but I do want to definitely, in whatever way is the most beneficial, move on eventually. And so I'd like to know, because I have a husband and children here, how can I prepare for that? In me, what I do now is I sit a lot. The nature here is unbelievable, and it's so pure. The energy is so heightened, and again, sparkling waterfalls and sun and mountains and lush. So I sit there a lot, and that in itself is incredible, but there's still an individual person here, and I know that it hasn't all broken down. So I just sit in that, I bask in that, I love, I put out love. And there's a little bit of a Buddhist feeling to me that she may have had in her life. So what now do you think to prepare to open to, because after this, my rearing of my children, I really am desiring to whatever comes to move forward. What should I do now?
Yeah, that realm's a little more difficult to transcend, because they are, when they have their relations, they are totally heart to heart and totally bonded. So it's not that they don't have that bhakti element.
That's there, right.
Already there. Right. It's 100% there.
And I feel that, I can feel her light, I can feel her love.
Yeah, they're totally bhakti.
I mean, anyone here would love to be at that level,
It's like the Krishna realms, where he talks about there are the different lokas, and you can go into the heavenly realm and you can stay there and enjoy that until you run out of your, how many credits you have, so to speak.
That's it, no, exactly.
When you run out of your credits for all the good deeds you've done, etc., you'll be drawn back into the more corporeal
and she's
type
saying
of
that's
realms.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know how many more credits I have.
Right.
But that's exactly it. Once this time is done, it's done.
Yeah. And then you just go back into body form and you continue on from there. So while you're there, you just continue to remain in the heart, and you'll have a really good starting place when you come back into form again.
So more than likely it will be I don't know. I don't know where it will go from
We don't know where it will go, what dimension they will be in, but they will be in definitely a more corporeal type form to move forward a little more.
And that's fine with me.
Yeah.
She said, I do feel like carry an energy that's like the Ganges, and very purifying and rich. And so if that's what's meant to be, I'm not worried. Like my children and the people here are so blessed with light that I don't worry. And that's about all then. So I should just kind of continue with what I'm doing. Okay.
Exactly. Just stay very open in the heart, etc. And, you know, again, when you leave, it's not like you have a real difficult things. You've already made it to some of the heaven realms, the heavenly realms, or the lokas.
Yep.
And so, you know, I'm sure that you've been doing your path quite well.
And I'm getting lotuses today too, because I see a beautiful pink lotus unfolding and beaming with just rich light, and that's her way of saying thank you. I love you both.
Thank you. I must say thank you for coming.
Yep.
Okay. It's beautiful, nice, clear. It's interesting which souls pick which.
Look at all the, you know, those rocks are so clear and beautiful. Look at all those, and that's what has come from them, is such beauty. Not to say it's not hairy too, but it's just interesting. So anyway. Something about a connection with Amir, I think, a Vicha connection.
Okay.
So, he's a logical man. He's a stubborn man. No, they're stubborn. I just see computations of math and more of that, meaning that is how he's logic based.
Right.
And he has not pierced through that. He's curious here. He's a man that was looked up to for his, I'm just seeing math. Like maybe he was someone that was just very revered for whatever kind of, you know, computation, or maybe a scientist.
There are some that think in computations.
Yes.
I have met someone like that they think in computations. So let me give him something to aid him at this point.
Okay.
The best thing you can do now is start to contemplate God as the zero.
It hit him so strong there that he can barely speak. And I could see the zero in his heart, like it's something went right there.
Yeah, God is not the one, God is the zero.
I could see like numbers being absorbed into that.
Right, because
thing.
he thinks in computations.
Yeah, you got him. It sounds like that's me speaking for him, but I mean, that was me speaking, not him.
Right.
But he's in his heart.
Yeah, he can stay there to contemplate that for a while. As a maths, it's like that math machine. You put that in there, and then they think in computation.
Yes,
so that's the best way for him to begin to understand that and open to that.
And I'm speaking about this situation. He's unable to speak real clear now. And he said, for him, I'm saying, which is one of the first times, because usually he can speak really clear. But this has broken down some kind of, maybe logic, I guess. And I could just see 1, 2, 3, 4 going into this 0 and this light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, it's just kind of like it's
all
coming.
All of them dissolving into that.
It's just like a string of those numbers coming into that. And there's a light and then the 0. And he's floored because this is never, he can't use his logic at the moment.
Right.
In the way that before, but I guess he knows, and this again, he's quieter, but this is the source from what that comes from, he's saying.
Right.
And that is...
The 0 adds value to all numbers, yet it has no value in itself. It's empty in nature, yet it gives all to everything. So all of this he's going to be computing in his mind through numbers.
Yes, and he's again, he's quieter, but I can feel the energy of it is, those are shafts of light from this singular 0.
Exactly.
Those are not the thing, and he's been stuck in that.
Right.
The numbers versus the emptiness where they come from.
Right.
And I think he's quite fine right now.
Okay. Thank you for coming. Namaste. Okay.
Good work. I know you've known someone like that, similar, right?
I have. When I lived in Rishikesh, there was a maths professor there that had written a paper that only like 16 people on the planet would understand. All his thinking is done in computation. And he overheard me one day saying God is the 0, and he just like that drew him immediately. For sure. And we had some very nice conversations and things.
But here it's carried on and forward.
Yeah.
So.
But he asked him to do, he said maybe one day he'll do a leisurely inventory of his self. But then he said, no, he doesn't want to see what's there.
Oh, jeez, that's funny.
But yeah, it was very interesting to meet someone that does think in computations.
Really fascinating. Yeah. I could see how that is now. I mean, I've never been that way, so it's just interesting.
Yeah, neither have I.
To venture in there and see it, and that's how it is.
I'm not a logic maths type person, but he was very shocked when I said that, and we had some very nice conversations and things. Yeah. He wanted to know if I was a maths person because he got it when I said that, and he was just shocked. And I said, no, I have nothing to do with math.
Interesting. Interesting. We've come to the core of the whole thing. So
exactly.
All right, so moving forward, this one doesn't want me to let that go yet. So I'll just hold it for a minute. Seeking to know truth. Seeking to know truth.
It's a good thing to seek to know.
Wanting to know God. With this in the hands, she's not able to speak much, so I don't know. This one doesn't want me to let go of this rock right now. Who am I? Who am I? That's the question.
Better to ask, what is this I?
Okay.
Contemplate, what is this I?
Okay.
Rather than, who am I?
Okay. I'm enjoying being in Siddhananda's hands and light, and I can feel yours emanating through hers, and you two are one. What is this I?
That will give you something to work on.
Okay. Thank you. I could sit here, but I don't want to take up others' time, so I will just go ahead and move on then. Thank you so much with that contemplation.
Thank you. Namaste. If you want to come stay in the energy, you can go into the Crystal Cathedral there and stay in that for a while. It's here. We have one.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you
so
much.
You see the Amethyst Crystal Cathedral behind the computer. You can go in there if you'd like to rest for a while.
Thank you so much. I wanted to be respectful, and I didn't know. So if I could stay longer, and Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Namaste.
Okay. Another one. Single. I don't know. I'm not hearing it yet. Master. He's a master in the Himalayas or something. He's come to help.
Nice.
And I'd like to, if there's any way you can connect with me through Siddhananda, we are here to be of service.
Thank you. Namaste. We appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you. We can wait. Yeah. Wait later. Yeah. Namaste. Perfect.
Namaste.
Perfect.
Thank you. We'll put him over here and we'll talk with you again soon.
And I just see Tibet, so that's all I know. Okay. Oh, it's all good today.
Yeah, if he hangs around, we could talk with him a little later.
Sure. He's saying yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, I think this is starting to build that bridge.
Exactly. We talked about the psychic bridge. And now
the psychic bridge from masters from the other side being able to aid and help humanity. So it looks like that's beginning to open up. So excellent.
We didn't have to do it. It just comes.
When the time is ready, they will come.
This one is a woman, Sadhvi.
A Sadhvi.
A Sadhvi. She's. I could see her toothless. She's quite weather beaten.
Yeah, it's a tough life.
Yeah, she's great. She has grayer hair, but she's younger than she looks. She has like something in her hand and
Trishul. Yeah.
She's lived the Sadhvi life. She's a gritty woman. She's a chase man. Don't mess with her. Yeah.
Yeah, to be a Sadhvi, you have to be a very strong woman to work in that, to be able to endure in that lifestyle. It's very, very hard. Very hard on the form.
Yeah, she's lived mostly outside and near rocks or caves.
Most Sadhvis have to stay awake at night and they sleep during the day.
She says very little sleep.
Yeah, exactly. It's very dangerous for Sadhvi women. Yeah, no, I understand.
But she's in form. She's traveled here psychically.
Okay.
There is some kind of Indian caves, you know, remote, and she's heard of us, and has knowledge that if she could help. It sounds like she's maybe not fully enlightened.
Right.
But she's lived very traditionally, and if there's anything she can do to help, that's all. So that, and a lot of austerities and eating very little and
keeping the dooney going.
Oh yes. Oh yes, she lit up with that, and I could see that burning fire and
because that's very, very important, and that you don't get much sleep, because if you're alone, you have to keep that fire burning, because that fire is representative of Shiva.
Yes.
And burning away all the dross, etc., etc.
Getting excited from you saying that you understand, and also
well, that was interesting. I think the power might have gone out.
Interesting. Oh, well, hopefully we're still moving here. But
did we lose connection with her?
No, there's just a deep stillness,
all
pervading. Okay, now I can speak. There was. I couldn't speak. It was just still.
We went still.
Now I can speak. It's like the energy's back to speak. It was really, that was for...
That was interesting. The whole thing just, we blew out the energy here
Yeah.
into so much stillness that everything's stilled, even the lights.
Me too. I had honestly lost the energy to speak, and it was so still. So now it's coming back. But there is, yeah, okay, so get this connection back again. Oh, she was saying also she needs to stay awake as a protector of herself.
Right, exactly.
It's very...
Exactly.
I just see her club. She's going to beat them off.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's what I mean. You don't get much sleep because you are alone, and the men are not respectful of it. It's very dangerous to be a Sadhvi.
She's getting very excited by this and saying she's happy to. This is a life that so few even realize and know is out there, that we are keepers of the faith, and
right.
We may not.
Is she one? Are you one that uses the staff and does the mantras and infuses the lingas?
She's
going
getting
to
excited
the town
about that.
Yeah.
She's saying not always her, but she knows that happens.
Yes. Yeah, there are some that do the mantras and they infuse it in, and they go into the city like once a year and touch the linga and imbue it with life.
And I just see a fire now. It's like it's her way of saying that's the fire, that's the creative spark, and without our sacrifice and austerity, that people don't realize that's where the fire of the heart.
Exactly. They're what keeps the lingas activated in the temples. But most of the general populace doesn't know that. They think it's through the Brahmins, the ones that are doing the things in the temple, but it's not. It's through the sadhus. It's through the sadhus that are doing the austerities.
Yes, and I did see a picture of a Brahmin man, and it is stuck in his ego. She's saying, no, that's not right. That's not what is the way. They're not a Brahmin. Yes, she's saying, yes,
they're not a knower of Brahman. They're not a Brahmin.
So she's just here she has her, she doesn't feel like she wants to ask anything of you. Right. She just wants to let you know she's here and wanted to speak for this beautiful tradition that has been soiled, and know that there are some out there that are very...
There are some genuine. Okay. I have run into a couple of genuine ones that I saw. When I was in Rishikesh, 99% of them were not genuine, but I did see a couple of genuine sadhus that got up in the morning. They didn't ask for anything. They went in, they did their mantras, they went out in the Ganges, they did everything they were supposed to do, and then you leave, those are the ones you leave a donation for, and you say nothing to. But they are not out there bakshish asking for anything.
That's right. That's
exactly. They were true sadhus.
Yeah, and she's saying that's been me, I feel, and in terms of, I don't feel like I am female, like I've walked that life just like a regular sadhu, but you can call me a sadhvi or a sadhu. But I have really had to defend myself and my path.
Exactly. I understand. There are very, very few genuine sadhvis and sadhus out there.
And I'm getting an image of it's female, but then it's kind of male-female blending.
Yeah, so Ardhanarishwara.
Yeah, that is Ardhanarishwara. And that's what her heart is, that blending. And even though her body is female, and why are people hurting me? Because I'm not.
Right, I'm not that form. I'm not that body. I am that spirit. I am that Ardhanarishwara. I am that.
And that fire burns in all hearts, and
exactly.
That's not. Well, why do you hurt me? Because I'm female.
Right. Well, there's a lot of ignorance still on the earth. That's all I can say. It's just a lot of ignorance. So
and she'll just continue with this tradition because it's where she's at and where her body is, and she wanted to just tell you she knows of this work, and she's glad that there's others out there in that walk in the ordinary society that are lights like this, and because we need it everywhere. we're the same. So she's saying we're the same, though.
There's only a single.
Yes.
There's only one Brahman. It doesn't matter.
Yes, she's getting very excited. She says thank you with her staff, with her love, with her lingam and the unborn beauty. So,
thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. Okay.
Yes, there are a few sadhvis up in the
I know.
that are doing the traditions that are locked away, and they're not doing so much of the hashish. They're very strong.
Yeah.
They're more of the
People don't know, but that's the reality.
Yeah.
So thank goodness they are out there doing it.
There are still some genuine, but very, very few.
That's a hard life, and they're doing it for keep that flame going.
It is a very hard life. It's a lot of surrender and a lot of sacrifice, a lot of austerity. So you really learn the hard way.
Right.
Really, really have to learn the hard way.
Right.
Yeah. Challenging the ego.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I doing the wrong? Okay. I definitely don't want. And like I say, they don't care. They're saying me. I don't care. They just like being here. So, another clear pool. Crystal. I get it, crystal kundalini sometimes, and I don't know. I think that combination they love.
They like that.
Crystal kundalini. Because they're saying kundalini brings you to clarity, and it's like a crystal and deep clear pool. Are they saying you chose that for your email?
Yeah.
And is that okay to say?
Yeah.
Okay. He said she didn't want to bring out anything that wasn't okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
And that is something that is just right. It is so balanced. So.
Thank you for that.
Anyway, but he said, don't worry, I won't email you. Well, maybe I will. Said he's emailing Siddhananda through her psychic powers.
There you go. We
He's
have a psychic email going here today.
She's laughing. And there's a little typing in my mind I see, which is funny. He is laughing. I think two might be in this thing. The two that are together in this. And that's okay. They're male, female, like they just are loving they love each other so much they wanted to. They feel like they're one in spirit, so it doesn't matter. And they didn't think you'd mind.
No, it's fine.
So I'm getting some more typing, which is hilarious. So, what have you come here for? Beauty, love, boy. They're holding hands. Like they're one, and they want to let others know that same kind of thing, the male, female, the form is not separate, and the energies are one, but they also feel like they have some work to do. They don't want to, their love is very connected. They're wondering if they should sever the bond, because it might be that they're dependent on each other too much.
Yeah, if you're really depending on each other, I mean, the soulmates are wonderful, but you have to come to realization of who and what is there beyond that.
So I just get a feeling like they're holding hands, and then you see a severing, and then they wonder what that will mean for them. What will they lose?
Nothing will be lost in the end. It's only for a time that you separate, but once everything falls away, then you can come back together again, and it's one. It's even stronger than what it is now.
And they're very gentle together. They're gentle beings together. So, and like I say, they still do feel like they drink from each other's spirit, like they're refreshment for each other's spirit. Like he drinks from her, and spirit she from him, but they feel like they're one. I don't know.
Yeah, soulmates.
Yes, that's the main thing. And I could see two lotuses together, white lotuses together, but light around them. So and they're smiling. They're saying they'll enjoy this now, and should they, when they are ready to leave, should they try to live their next life apart?
Yeah, just ask to be born in the aspects that would best serve to know God, to complete.
Perfect. And this is perfect. And they know, and again, those 2 lotuses are blooming. Like, I understand is what they're saying. Through that is that through that God source, we can't lose anything.
Right. Exactly. Nothing's lost.
There is some tears.
Yeah, nothing's lost.
There's tears, but they're very sparkly and they're sweet. So, but you know, they're just gentle. I don't know.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Okay. This one.
Yes.
This one's saying immediately, I'm not a clear pool, so don't. Please don't kick me out today. This is the rock.
But they're not a clear pool.
They're not a clear, no, not even close to being a clear pool. They are laughing, but they're very much hurting. They're very much filled with, not negative, just all their conditionings.
Mm-hmm.
They're not a clear pool. They keep saying no.
Yeah, okay, we get that. So
I'm not a waterfall.
What is going on with the conditionings? What is their, where are they at?
A lot of memories.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of attachments.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of worries.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of just worrying, I guess, about themselves, about others, about the planet, you know, about the earth, the pollution, the catastrophes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you've taken way too much on yourself, and I think you don't have to worry because God is at the center of all of it, and God is always pure.
Taking a deep breath and just, so I don't have to do I do something about it? I feel like I need to.
You do the best you can do, and of course you do the best you can do on earth, but you don't have to put all this weight on your shoulders because God is always pure and God is at the center of all the creation. So it will be cleansed in its time.
Why does it happen? Why does it have to be this way?
Well, man is the polluter in his ego.
Yes.
Man is the polluter in his ego. So if you want to get to planetary cleansing, then find out who and what you are in the center of your soul.
The animals. What about the animals?
The animals are also souls, and they move forward as well.
What about the animals? Seeing just zebras, all kinds of animals float through my mind. I don't know where they were from, if it was from more like an African area. It is. And they were there when it was such beautiful land, and they destroyed the land.
They've destroyed the land, and they've destroyed the elephants just for the tusks, and they've done horrendous things. They're crying. They've done horrendous things.
My land.
Yeah. But know that it will be cleansed, and there will come a time where the earth will be restored to its former beauty. In a higher vibrational state.
Yes, I feel that movement coming forward now in me, but I am, it's hard for me, my family, my mother were hurt.
Right, but you have to, let go of that and know that all will be righted in time in karma.
Yes. So for me now, should I let go of this worry?
Yeah, you need to let go of the worry.
Okay.
Like they say, the saying, let go and let God.
Yes. And this is a saying that's at the heart of all, religious.
Exactly. Let go and let God. There's only so much you can do. as a single man, etc. Of course, we do the best we can do, but you need to get yourself out of the way and let God work through you.
He knows of the young boy that was here and wanted to relive his life in that body when it was so beautiful and lush, and he said he was there and it was that way. He's wondering, I mean, see a spear and this young, frail, dark-skinned boy, and he's very, very cute and sweet and innocent, and loved that land, roamed in it and played in it and barefoot. And is that a good thing to do, to go back to that time when it was pure? And
you need to go forward, and he understands too that he's going to have to go forward. Okay, but no, you need to go forward, not stay in the past.
That makes sense for me, and I know he's in a different. Everyone's different, and for me, that makes sense. I think that would be harder for me if I went back.
Right.
And for him, it's
just know that things are going to adjust, and it will get better in time.
Thank you. So moving forward from here is, I will try to take steps forward. I see some steps, but I'm from Africa, so is there something you can give that would harmonize with that, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter. You can still do the, if you wanted to do the COS and the mantra, you could do that. It doesn't matter what land you're from.
Makes total sense, because we're not all that anyway. In the end of it all.
Exactly.
It's like I'm seeing a yantra now, and it's his way of saying, I see there's one heart.
Right.
And that's where we can all heal, is by going there.
Exactly.
Okay, so the COS I've heard of, is that okay? Question mark?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I wait for that as well?
Yes.
Thank you so much. And I'm seeing his way of saying thank you are a lot of animals that are very healthy and running, and his Pure Land. He wanted to send that to you to say thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to put him over here.
Okay. Whew. This one right away says, I'm not a clear pool either. And he's laughing, and I think he's a friend of the other one that came from Africa. And he says it's a lot of the same issues with him. We both came as friends, but hearing of this work, and he's a man, I see him dark-skinned and cute. I mean, just a lot of the people there, he's saying we were very happy. We're happy people, and this dampened our spirit with this shift in the Earth planet. But anyway, he's still a happy soul, and could he find the light?
Yeah, anyone can find the light. Anyone. Of course, it's for all equally. All came from the one God Spirit, so of course it's equally for everyone.
And those ancient traditions of ours are so filled with harmony. Like all the ancient traditions, if they're done rightly. And is this something, should I do some of those ancient
If you feel
rituals?
More in harmony with that, absolutely, of course.
And this is like invoking pure rain, and
that's fine.
These kinds of things to rain on me, to cleanse me.
Yeah, that's fine. If that's where you're at in your practices, that's quite fine. And absolutely.
I can just see lots of rain on him.
Yeah.
And it, in a good way now, it's like he's being cleansed. He's saying, though, would it be okay if I had the COS too?
Yes.
He's saying, my friend is telling me that. Ask for the COS. Don't just stay with the ancient tradition, his friend said, because we've been there and we want to move forward.
Okay. If you want it, yes, you may have it as well.
They're both laughing and smiling. They're very cute, very sweet.
So we will put him over here with your friend. You can sit next to your
Thank
friend.
You. We're enjoying all here, though.
The two not clear pools.
Yes. They're laughing so hard. They're in tears with laughing. And all I see written in my head, COS, like, kind of COS hooray. I'm still getting typing. I guess I got the Crystal Kundalini email. It's hilarious. So anyway.
Down to the last two.
We're getting down. So far, so good.
Ooh, we've had a lot today.
Oh, my. Oh, they're all lovely souls, huh? This one is
14 people today.
Gosh, we're building
yes.
clients. This one's a very gentle, another sweet scented soul. I'm getting very sweet, flowery, scented soul.
Nice.
Scented of love. Boy. And I'm hearing, and I don't want to mention names, but whatever has happened before that was needing to be cleared.
Right.
They're scented with love
Okay.
in all directions in that regard. So they came as they're healers. Siddhananda is a healer. She knows me. And that's all she needs to say.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But, and she's glad that Siddhananda's, I guess, psychic and healing powers are coming to the forefront. But anyway, what I'm here for is, in terms of healing, I lay hands on people here. I do energy kind of work.
Mm-hmm.
I have herbs and I have potions.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm made of light.
Mm-hmm.
And I know she is too. So, should I keep doing this? Is that okay? Feeling like I know her, like there was a very nice bond there, but so she was helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Should I know Siddhananda left this go and doesn't do that kind of thing really in that way with the potions and herbs, but should I do that still, Siddhananda? I think it's okay if you, I don't think it's necessary though. I think right now the most important thing is, do you desire freedom and what you desire? And she says she does. She wants to be love and light, and she thinks,
if she wants to be a healer, the best way to be a healer is to come to self-realization, and then you can heal from a still place and bring it all into alignment and harmony better than you can. She said she'd prefer that because this kind of has kept her a little bit attached to a former world that she has felt like she has been trying to keep going, and she doesn't feel like in those eras, and I do see the medieval time, it was needed, but she feels here now it's more a healing of spirit that's needed. Right. And she can do that better energetically, and the best way to do it even energetically is to come to self-realization, and then you are in a still place, which will help to align everything.
And she'd prefer that. And right away now, she needed permission because she didn't know if she should keep ministering to the ill here. And that's kind of draining to her. Yeah. She's, I can just see her soothing foreheads and giving them things to help their spirit be stronger. She said, like we did, Siddhananda, like we did.
Yeah, so the best thing for her is just to continue her journey, and then she can be, a better light and a better healer.
Thank you so much. That's what I desire, and I will happily take in whatever's needed to move forward. And there are other people here that can do that work of helping the ill. Question mark?
Yes.
I don't need that on me anymore because I felt like I did.
Yeah, you've done your work that you need to do in that level.
Okay, thank you so much, and thank you, Siddhananda. I love you. I love you too.
So she's staying for the practices.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So she goes here. Okay.
This one, this one's smiling greatly. And, something about still laughing about that big baba or something. Or connection.
About the what?
Oh, it was connection with Sundapudi.
Oh,
Big Baba.
Big Baba.
So funny. I can see smoke like that means Sundapudi.
Yeah.
But he's laughing but laughing but sad too.
Yeah.
That's what has come, and not to say. But anyway, enough of that, he said. And
Yeah.
but he knows him. He knows
Okay.
you, but he won't go into that. He wants right now to be free. And again, the Ganges River flowing, beautiful Ganges, Ghats, and it sounds like he was a husband. He was a family man there, but did like Ganesha, and asked for good luck and blessings to bless his business, and
right, the usual things.
Yes, he said, yes. The usual
not the things of the spirit, but the things that...
And he didn't know, he said. He knew and he didn't know it. He says that's not totally true. I did feel something wasn't right there. Yeah. To always ask. It was like it was selfish.
Right, yes, that's what it usually is. Most of unfortunately, the Indian population goes to the temple and they ask to have a male child. They ask for their business to be well. They ask for those type of things rather than to move forward in spirit for self-realization. Yeah.
Yeah, and so Kali was an energy that I read about a lot when I was in that body.
Okay.
And I didn't really, though, understand her fully. And I just know we see Kali all over and things, but is she coming for me now? Is she going to get me now? Because I wasn't a good person.
If she comes to get you, it's a good thing.
Should I not run?
Don't run. No, Kali can greatly benefit, if you understand Kali. There's so many aspects to that. Many, many aspects to Kali that most people do not understand. A lot of different practices with Kali. And most of her thing is there to break through ego. So it's not a detrimental thing.
But her sword is scary.
She's only there to cut through ego, to cut through the demons of ego that separate one from God.
Her skulls. That's all I'm hearing.
Yeah, her skulls are actually the ones that have transcended. They've lost the head of ego and they have transcended. So it's a good thing, yeah.
Her skulls. Siddhananda's wearing a skull.
Right, ones that have transcended. Yeah, you cut the head of ego.
And this is somewhat...
And Kali is timeless.
I see him trying to shield his eyes. He's going shivery, and he's being blessed, though, with this.
Yeah, may Kali be more revealed to him what she is and she is not.
He's shivering.
What is that energy, what it is not.
He's shivering, he's shielding his eyes, he's shaking, but he's being penetrated with a different energy, I guess, of light. You can see some kind of the top part light and the bottom darker, but he's shivering and shaking and breathing deeply, and he said he didn't know that this was he just didn't want to accept that this was, because he was so focused on his family and what the good blessings, he didn't realize this beautiful Kali.
Well, now you can open yourself and understand what it is and what it's not.
And I see Kali as black, but now I'm seeing her as being light.
Yeah.
Like light and potent and like a medicine that is painful to go down, but kills the disease.
Exactly.
So much pain, he said, so much holding is what she's trying to get rid of.
Exactly.
So, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you for visiting.
Oh, and the COS.
Oh, and the COS.
Is that okay for me?
The COS is
Or
fine
do you,
for you.
Okay, thank you so
Yes.
much.
Namaste.
Bye. Don't forget that one.
No, I won't forget that one.
Happy about the COS. So.
So we have 5 new devotees here that are going to be starting to do their path with the COS and things. So
And the other one is
we
the
appreciate
master.
them. And we have a master. Yeah, we're going to spend some time with him when we close this out. So I thank you all for visiting, and we will see you again soon.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.